Once upon a time, the world was a very different place. People were more wicked, violent, and corrupt than ever before. And even though God saw how bad things had become, he grieved in his heart that this was the way humanity was acting because he had created man to live righteously and peacefully. But it seemed like everything was going downhill from there. Then God looked down on the earth and saw one man whose name was Noah. He was a righteous man who walked with God. And so God said to himself, "This man still obeys me. He still believes in me. And even though there's evil everywhere around him, he hasn't been corrupted by it." So God decided that he would use Noah to start over and do something extraordinary. He went to Noah and told him, "I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I will wipe out both man and beast and every creature that moves along with them, all the way from the earth. For I am going to destroy everything God made, except you, Noah. I have found you righteous in this generation. I will establish my covenant with you here and now for all future generations." And just like everything else God had done, this would be something spectacular. But there was a problem. God told Noah, "You are to build an ark of cypress wood. You are to make it with 3 rooms and coat it with pitch inside and out. Make it 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, and put a window in its side below the roof. Then build a door for it. Make it with 2 lower parts fastened together, and set the entrance in the side of the boat below the roof. And I will bring an account of all living creatures into the ark with you to keep them alive with you. 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, and 2 of the unclean kind, male and female, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird that can fly, to keep their kinds alive. Thus shall the waters of the flood come upon the earth, and all living creatures that move and have breath under the heavens will die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall become a father of many nations." This was a big task, but Noah did not hesitate. He didn't question God. He didn't ask why or wonder if he could really do this. He just did it. He built the ark exactly the way God told him to. Then he brought his family members with him. His 3 sons and their wives came in. And after that, all the animals began to arrive. 2 by 2, they entered the ark. And since some animals couldn't find their partners, Noah had to go out during the rain to get them. And it took a while to find 7 of each clean animal, enough to be a family and continue their kind. But eventually they were all inside. Then the rains began and lasted for 40 days and 40 nights. It rained so much that the waters covered the whole earth and everything was destroyed. Every living thing was wiped out beneath the surface of the water. They died in such numbers that the fish had no more food, and most of them perished. And all those who were in the ark, Noah and his sons, his wife and daughters-in-law, all the animals, they were the only ones left. The flood continued for 150 days before the water started going down. Then one day, Noah sent out a raven, and it flew back and forth, but it didn't return. So he sent out a dove, and it flew away from him. Then the dove returned with an olive leaf in its mouth, which showed that the land was drying up. And 8 days later, he sent the dove out again, but it did not return. So he waited another week and sent the dove out a 3rd time, but this time it did not come back. It had found a new fig tree to perch on. So God told Noah, "It is finished. You may now leave the ark with your wife and your sons and your daughters-in-law and every kind of living creature that is with you, that every beast, every cattle, and everything that has wings and moves on the ground, everything that lives on the earth, they will all fear you, and all the families of the earth will be subdued before you." Now once they were out of the ark, they bowed down and worshipped God. And as a sign of thanks and praise, Noah built an altar and sacrificed some of the clean animals. And immediately God accepted them, and their relationship was restored. There was peace between them again. And God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant I have established between me and the earth. I will never again curse the ground because of man's sake. For the desire of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I destroy the earth, though the waters of the flood again, nor will I send a flood to destroy the earth. Then God said, Look now, I have established my covenant with day and night, the fixed order of heaven and earth, the fixed order of day and night, the fixed order of seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night. In the fixed order, I will not cease to be. And God gave them a special sign, a rainbow in the sky to remind them of the promise he had made. After that, the world was never the same again, as it was a fresh start, a new beginning. All the animals got to repopulate, and the plants grew abundantly. And Noah lived a long life afterwards. He saw the generations of men come and go. He lived to the age of 950 years. Then he died and was buried with his wife. But through all of this, God always remembered what Noah had done and how he had trusted him. In fact, God used Noah as an example to show that if you trust him and obey his word, you can know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he will take care of you too. One day, Jesus was talking to a group of people, and he told them a story about Noah and the flood. And after he finished, he said to them, Just as in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. Likewise, the Son of Man will be in his day, and then 2 men will be in the field. One will be taken away, and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken away, and the other left. Then his disciples asked him, Where, Lord? When will this happen? And he replied, When the Son of Man comes, he will not find faith on the earth. When we read the stories in the Bible, we can learn lots of important lessons. This story teaches us to be obedient like Noah, to follow God's word exactly, to not hesitate when he tells us to do something, and to not be afraid to trust him, even when the world around us doesn't understand or agrees with us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others.